Hey gang, Jones here, back to another video here today, and today we're going to talk about patch 1 for Gray Zone Warfare. This is going to be a short one. I'm just going to go over it, talk about some things within it. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is they had 200 improvements, and most of those pertaining to crashes. So all of us have went out there and crashed, lost gear, has reset a task, something like that. So they have taken a lot of time to try to address those crashes and hopefully prevent that from happening. All right, another hot topic that they didn't actually talk about, but I actually experienced myself, is that I did get a small FPS boost. I was in the base today. I did a video yesterday, and then I did a video today just to see, because I wanted to test between if there was an FPS boost. And I noticed one. I noticed about a 5% FPS increase. And yes, I was in the base both times, but I tried to do the same exact thing with the same exact scope, because the Spectre scope always dropped down my FPS. And you can see I got like a 63 from before the patch, and then after the patch it's like 68, 69. So about a 5 FPS, increase for myself. I know I saw in the actual official Discord that people were getting more gains than that. So, you might want to go in and see if there's a bigger FPS gain for you. I don't know if they'd like optimize it for maybe older hardware or something like that, because I have a 3080 Ti, but there definitely is an FPS increase, at least on my end. Now maybe the high-end cards like 4090s and stuff like that, you might actually even notice just because of the frame generation that you have. Where I'm using DLSS, there was a 5% FPS increase, and for me that's really important. So one of the most annoying exploits that people had been doing was the grenade glitch. So people would pop a grenade and then throw it and then disconnect, and it would kill people, and people could lose their gear, people would take their gear, it's just terrible stuff. So they have fixed that glitch. You don't have to worry about people popping grenade in the fob. You're going to be safe, so they fixed that. Super nice, because that was an extremely annoying problem. So another fantastic thing that they looked at is they reduced hitches when flying the helicopter, as in like riding in the helicopter. So when you first get on the heli, you notice like you just stutter. So they put in place some improvements for that. So hopefully when you go out there, you're not going to stutter as bad. So that's something, just quality. I feel like that's quality of life, because it's so annoying to get on the heli and then you just stutter like, for a good 10 to 15 seconds. And then even beyond when you get closer to the POI. I thought this one was interesting as well. So they improved shotgun slug damage. So that's nice, because I haven't seen anybody use a shotgun ever. It's just, M4s, M855, or, whatever better ammo that you have. So that's cool to see that they improved shotguns. Maybe we'll see a little bit more shotguns, especially in like YBL bunker kind of scenarios, where it's kind of close quarters. I think it'd be cool to see. Also, everything that I'm talking about, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you can see every single thing that I'm talking about. If you want to go read every single individual thing that they changed or fixed, you are more than welcome to. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now, another thing that they did, and I'm hoping for even more with patch 2, is we got new keybinds, or rebinds, I should say. So players can now rebind voice chat activation. So you're like your voice chat, your map, your health panel, your inventory, and then tasks. So you can open up your task tab with a different key, your inventory with a different key, your health panel with a different key, your map with a different key, and then obviously your voice chat to a different key. So this is going to be super nice. Now, I've actually learned most of the things that you need to do just by looking at the icons, but it's so nice for people if they want to see exactly what's happening, that you don't have to click tab and then go over to character and then go over to health and stuff like that. You can just bind it to a key and now easily be able to heal at least a little bit faster. So they did increase or improve the prone movement on sloped and uneven surfaces. So for me, for example, I have been laying down, and if I'm not exactly on flat ground, I couldn't move. So that's nice to see that they actually increase that. So I know some people just like to lay down, they know somebody's coming, but then sometimes you might even shoot at them and then you can't physically move, so you wouldn't be able to kill them. So that's nice to see. There's a little bit of quality of life right there. That whole patch is basically quality of life fixes. So this is one of the last things that I do want to talk about is the AI. I was sad to see that there wasn't at least one thing improved from the AI, but like I said, this whole patch 1 has been just quality of life, stability, crash fixes, stuff like that. So I completely understand what they're going for. I'd rather have a stable game than have the AI fixed at the current moment, because if you don't have a stable game, it doesn't matter how good or bad the AI is. But they did fix 2 issues. They fixed it where AI could partially spawn below ground, so that should fix with the YBL issues about people being on walls, stuff like that. And then they also fixed where dead AI would stand up in an A pose. So this has happened to me where I've killed an AI, they stood up, and then the AI behind them, they've just gotten in the way, and it's kind of annoying to move out of the way. And then sometimes they've been shot because of it. So there's stuff like that. The last thing I do want to end on a negative here is that I have noticed, I don't know if it's from the driver update or the patch itself, but when launching Gray Zone, I've had several times where the game will launch, go through 2 screens, and it'll just be frozen. So I don't know if that's because of the driver update from the 21st or the new patch notes. It hasn't happened. It didn't happen before those two things, so it could be either one of those things or a number of other things, but I did want to mention that. They did say patch 2 is right around the corner, and hopefully with patch 2, we do get some AI improvements. But anyway, guys, I'm Jones, and I'm out. Peace.